What do you want? Hey? What do you want? Fuck. This is my fault. All of it. I asked her here to support me. Come along, I said. I need your support. Fuck. Never stopping to think what it might mean. Fuck. She was, after all, the reason to speak up. She always has been. I'm always asked, why do you do what you do? And I've got one answer, it's really simple. For Mum, I reply every time. That said, I don't know that I would have actually invited her here if she'd have told me everything. Who are you kidding? You! Who are you kidding? Of course you would have. You'd have dragged her here. You're Oliver Mitchellers, get what you want. Doesn't matter who else gets hurt along the way, does it? So, it's a truth that I don't really care to admit. In public, I label it a very healthy sense of self, a confidence to get things done, but well, you call it what it is. And well, the truth hurts. I suppose I always knew, didn't I? Didn't I? Go on, fucking tell the truth. About Gerald. He's not my father. I never exactly saw many similarities between him and I, physically. I'm not saying that I didn't think he loved me or that I never loved him. We have a lot in common. But come on. We look nothing alike. Nothing. And while he's a quietly spoken private man, I am the polar opposite. We couldn't be more different. So yeah, I've always known. And why do I care so much now? Because it's not unreasonable what they did all this time. It's not unreasonable to protect me, to keep it from me, Mum and Dad. Mum and Dad, that sounds... Mum and Gerald. And given the circumstances, I'd do the same, I'm sure. Right? No, not right, because I don't think I would. I don't think I would lie in the way that they've done to me. I've always told the truth, always, no matter what shit it's got me into. I've ended up in prison, in debt. Some would say disgraced, just for saying the things that other people won't. When Mum first told me about her life pre-me, I remember the feelings. I just felt shocked, just speechless, just nothing. I could hear the words that she was saying, I could hear what was coming out of her mouth, and I just wanted her to stop. I just wanted her to just stop talking, because it wasn't true, none of it, it couldn't be. When I've seen my mum cry before, I've seen her get upset. Never seen her break. She said that she considered never telling me, because that part of her life was over and she didn't want things between us to change, which I understand. And the reason she did tell me, the reason she told me was because she hated the fact that her and I weren't talking to each other as much anymore. That was the reason she told me. Before we spoke, I was just a normal 17-year-old boy, just trying to navigate my way through sixth form. You know, deal with life, deal with stuff. I had my first crush on a girl, ever, and I'm dealing with that. Plus, it wasn't exactly a cool thing to kind of hang out with your folks and be close, you know? Not between the ages of like 15, 20, 21, I don't know. It wasn't a choice, it wasn't personal. It's just the way it was. And afterwards, I was a 17-year-old boy, now determined to make sure that others like my mum were saved, rescued, and that slavery was abolished. Because it was personal now, like it couldn't not be. I started to look at mum differently. I started to look at her not so much as just my mum. I started to see her more as a victim. And I didn't like it, but I did. That's how I saw her. And you couldn't be both at the same time, not in my mind. And my determination to fight was for her, a victim of modern slavery. I can't help. I can't help but wonder, like, what if other victims that I've helped along the way, what if they've not told me everything? What if they've kept, like she did, what if they've kept something from me? I mean, who am I fighting for in all of this? Huh? Like, only people that have told me the truth, or? Because there's a difference. There's a difference between innately knowing something and finding new information to confirm what you know. That's different, right? Because if she'd have told me that day, like if the day that she opened up, if she'd have told me everything, would I be the person that I am? Would I have chosen a different path? I mean, who finds out that they are the result of their mother being raped and then becomes an activist? Who does that? No. See, I don't care what logic says. I don't care that she thought she was protecting me, because she wasn't. She wasn't, because everything I've ever done, everything I've ever said, every choice I've made was because of her. Because I wanted to be her. I wanted to be brave and honest. I wanted to tell the truth. And I fucking lied. I fucking lied to everyone. My whole life is a lie. The very fabric of who I am is bullshit. Because Mitchell is not even my surname. It can't be. How many times have I signed that name? How many times have I introduced myself? Hi, I'm Oliver Mitchell. Nice to meet you. It's bullshit. Because if I'm someone else's son, well, this is going to blow up. And I can't stop it. She's going to get hurt. I'm already hurt. No one wins. How much of that did you hear?
All of it. Look, don't blame yourself, love.
I don't blame myself, I blame you.
Yeah, you should.
This is all going to come out tonight, you know that, don't you? And I can't control it from here.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be Look, Ollie, I'm your mum, love. You shouldn't be protecting me. It should be the other way round, and it always should have been. And look, we can't change the past, my love. I mean, I know you want to, but...
Do you understand that from here my credibility is gone?
No, because you didn't know.
Yeah, but you knew. Everything I fight for, you know.
I didn't want you to fight for me.
Really? Well, you never told me that, did you?
I'm sorry, I didn't know, and I still don't know how.
You fucking lied to me every day of my life. You lied.
I'm so sorry, Ollie.
And you think that cuts it? You think the words "I'm sorry" just make up for everything that you've done to me? No, it doesn't. Did you ever stop and think, maybe I should tell him the truth?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm sorry.
I could have handled it. You know that. You know that.
I couldn't. I'm sorry.